But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You ready?
It's the mic. 47's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
Nah!
You gotta get moving, man. Man, moving. You gotta get that.
What?
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Smooth! Hey, get it!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert able to get this to Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike, 47.
Go.
It's just me and you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
I'm on. Hey, check, Mike. Look at me. Zipper. Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check, 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Shit.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Yo.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. And fire.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go one more. Shoot!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check Mike.
Ready.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let him know.
Go out.
Let him know.
But
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. These two teams all tied after one. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Watch the pass.
Hey, wahoo! Step.
On 1st down, Herbert. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
High 7.
To throw again. Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. 15, 1, 59.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, zoom. Speed grip.
From the gun, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. I'll go. 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
47, Mike, 47. Too little, Captain. Watch the edge.
And ready.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Watch the screen.
Hey, orbit.
47 mic. 47.
Get it.
2nd and 4. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota, and he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check 59.
From the 25 on second down, Mariota. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. One. Kill. Turn it.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Time to go, night. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Redskins' 28.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
10-2 stop.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
49, check 49.
Bravo. 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, flush to his right. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
90 Wolf.
They can't hang with us.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Mariota on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with it faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Mariota now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
First down, Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Check, 59. One. Lights on track. Lights 51.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Third and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And taken at the 46. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mariota now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota completes it to Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A first down throw for Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again. Mariota. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Topper! Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Chris Herndon, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
To throw again, Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So